Most people want respect. They want their voice to matter, their presence to carry weight, and their work to be trusted. But respect doesn't arrive with a job title, a paycheck, or a loud personality. It grows out of tiny choices you make when no one is looking and steady behaviors you repeat when everyone is watching. This book is a field guide to those choices. It shows how small daily habits quietly transform you into the person others admire, rely on, and follow. Respect begins long before you open your mouth. It starts the second you enter a room and people feel your steadiness. They notice that you are put together without being flashy, present without being needy, confident without being cruel. That presence is not genetic. It is built the same way muscles are built, with reps. Reps of showing up on time. Reps of finishing what you promised. Reps of speaking cleanly and listening fully. Reps of choosing clarity over drama. The core idea is simple. People respect what is consistent, clear, and fair. They respect those who can manage their emotions, manage their time, and manage their words. They respect those who do the right thing when it is inconvenient and who apologize cleanly when they fall short. Every daily habit in this book bends you toward those outcomes. When you stack them together, your reputation upgrades itself. Begin with self-respect. The fastest way to gain respect from others is to live in a way you can respect yourself. That means keeping small promises you make to yourself. Wake when you said you would. Tidy the space you said you would. Send the message you said you would. These tiny acts are votes for a stronger identity. They create a quiet inner confidence that people pick up in your posture, your tone, and your decisions. Nothing is louder than someone who doesn't have to prove anything. Carry yourself with calm. Your tone is the steering wheel of every interaction. People do not remember every word you say, but they remember how they felt around you. If your voice is rushed and sharp, they tense. If your voice is slow and steady, they breathe. The book teaches a simple reset you can use anywhere. Breathe in slowly, hold for a beat, and exhale longer than you inhaled. Loosen your shoulders. Drop your jaw. Ask a short question before you give a long answer. Calm is not passive. Calm is controlled power, and people respect power that does not need to shout. Time is the currency of respect. When you arrive when you said you would, you are saying, "My word has weight." When you deliver when you said you would, you are saying, "I can be trusted with more." Treat calendars and deadlines as promises, not suggestions. If life changes and you cannot meet a time, communicate early with a plan that still protects the other person. You will be shocked how much goodwill you earn simply by not letting time slide. Clarity beats charisma. Charisma might get attention, but clarity keeps respect. Speak in clean, short sentences. Start with the headline and then add the story. Replace vague phrases with concrete ones. Instead of saying, "I'll try to get it done," say, "I will send the draft by evening and confirm after I hit send." Instead of saying, "We need to improve," say the goal is a shorter response time and fewer back-and-forth messages. Clarity tells people you value their attention and their time. Listening is a superpower. People cannot respect you if they feel you don't respect them. And the fastest way to communicate respect is to listen without interrupting, labeling, or performing. Let them finish. Reflect the essence of what you heard in one clean sentence. Ask a question that moves the conversation forward. Your reputation changes the day people notice that when they talk to you, they feel smarter and calmer, not smaller or defensive. Keep your words small and strong. Overpromising is easy. Underpromising and over-delivering builds trust. Say less than you can do and then do a little more. When you cannot keep a promise, do not hide. Own it quickly and cleanly. Use a simple structure to repair trust. Acknowledge the impact, accept responsibility, offer the fix, and name the safeguard. You are right. My delay created pressure for you. I missed the mark. Here is the plan to close the gap today, and the change I'm making so it does not repeat. Respect often grows more after a clean repair than after a perfect streak. Honor boundaries. You gain respect when you protect your limits without attacking anyone else. You can say no without turning it into a battle. Say this with a steady tone. That timeline doesn't work for me. I can do Thursday by noon or Monday morning. Which would you prefer? Boundaries are not walls. They are doors with schedules. People who know where your door is and when it opens learn to trust you. Make your space a signal. A tidy desk, a clear phone home screen, an organized bag, a named folder for each project. These are small choices that send a big message. When your tools are in order, your mind is in order, and other people relax in your presence. You do not need luxury. You need intention. Respect attaches to those who manage their environment instead of being managed by it. Be generous without keeping score. Hold the door. Share the credit. Offer a quick resource when someone is stuck. Mention the colleague who set you up for a win. Publicly praise. Privately correct. People remember who made them feel seen. Generosity tells the room that you are operating from abundance rather than fear, and abundance is magnetic. Tell the truth kindly. Honesty without empathy is brutality. Empathy without honesty is manipulation. Respect grows in the middle. Speak the truth in a way the other person can use. Replace moral judgments with observations and requests. Instead of "you're careless," say when the deadline moved without a note, "I felt stressed," and the team scrambled. I need a quick message next time and a new time we can commit to. Clear, calm, and forward-looking. Keep a quiet scoreboard. Track what you finish each day, what you learned, and what you will start tomorrow. This tiny habit changes everything about how you carry yourself. You begin to show up with evidence rather than hope. You feel grounded because you are. Confidence built on proof reads as humble rather than loud, and humility wrapped in competence is deeply respected. Be reliable when it is inconvenient. It is easy to be dependable when your schedule is light. People decide what to call you when things are heavy. On the day you are tired, keep one promise anyway. On the day your mood drops, send one cleanup date anyway. Sliding a little is how big slides begin. Follow the nothing or something rule. If you cannot do all of it, do something real and visible. A small, honest action protects your reputation better than a long explanation. Let your appearance communicate effort, not ego. You don't need expensive clothes. You need tidy clothes. You don't need a trend. You need care. Neat hair, clean shoes, a simple style that fits the room, and you instantly buy yourself a few seconds of attention that your words can then reward. Presentation is not vanity. It is a sign that you respect the people you are about to meet. Admit ignorance fast. Pretending to know everything is the quickest way to lose respect. Curiosity is the quickest way to earn it. Say, "I don't know yet," and then add, "I'll find out and get back to you by afternoon." Ask for the principle behind a rule so you can apply it in new situations. Ask for the goal behind a request so you can offer a smarter option. People trust those who learn in public. Choose fairness over favoritism. Give people the same rules and the same chances. Make decisions based on facts and outcomes, not on who you like more. The moment someone realizes you will treat a stranger with as much fairness as a friend, your status rises. Protect conversations. Avoid gossip. Stop the easy demolition of people who aren't present. When someone brings you a rumor, ask, "Did you confirm this? Or should we check before we give it oxygen?" When you refuse drama, you set a standard. Your name becomes a safe place. Use simple scripts that lower heat. When voices rise, carry yours lower. Try lines like, "I want to understand. Tell me the most important part again," or "We both want this to work. What's the next smallest step we can agree on?" Simple, friendly, firm. People trust those who can hold a tense room without pouring gasoline on it. Respect is also physical. Sleep enough that your patience survives the afternoon. Hydrate before you hydrate with caffeine. Move a little each day so your posture communicates energy rather than collapse. The body broadcasts messages even when you are silent, and others read them instantly. Do the invisible work. Prepare before the meeting. Read the material before the call. Put names to faces. Send an agenda. Start on time. End on time. The best compliment you will never hear is things feel easier when you are around. Ease is not an accident. Ease is the residue of preparation. Be useful in every room. A respected person asks, "What would make this easier for everyone?" Then they do a piece of that answer without a speech. They plug small gaps. They turn confusion into next steps. They make things move. Utility beats popularity in the long run because utility is popularity's engine. Know when to be silent. Not every idea needs your comment. Not every mistake needs your signature. Silence can be generous. Silence can be strategic. Silence can be the difference between a room that grows and a room that freezes. The book reminds you that people remember those who let ideas breathe. Midway through the book, the author makes a simple invitation. If this way of living is speaking to you, subscribe to Audiobook Lounge. Every day you'll get a clean, practical audiobook breakdown with one idea you can use and one action you can take. The more you feed your mind with this kind of clarity, the faster these habits become your normal. Lead with competence, but carry warmth. Cold brilliance intimidates. Friendly competence inspires. Learn your craft so well that your work talks for you. Then layer it with small human touches. Remember details about people's lives. Ask about progress on their goals. Congratulate without envy. Support without strings. Warmth plus competence is the sweet spot where respect grows fastest. Make your yes valuable by letting your no be real. When you say yes every time, people stop believing you. When you say yes only when you can truly deliver, your yes carries weight. You cannot respect yourself without boundaries, and people cannot respect you if your word is a sponge. Avoid the trap of superiority. The need to prove you are above others is a quiet confession that you feel below them. True respect comes from treating the intern and the executive with the same calm attention. Remember names. Look people in the eye. Thank those who do the unglamorous work. The person who lifts others up is always, in the long run, lifted. Choose long-term wins over short-term applause. You will be tempted to chase easy likes and fast validation. Resist it. Continue to do the solid, sometimes boring things that compound into real trust. Drafts delivered. Systems improved. Conflicts cooled. Skills taught. People will eventually notice that when you are involved, good things quietly happen and keep happening. End each day with 3 lines. What I finished. What I learned. What I will start tomorrow. This tiny ritual drains anxiety and refuels momentum. It also forces you to ask a question that turns into a compass. Did I behave like someone I respect today? If the answer is yes, you sleep deeper. If the answer is no, you have a clear start for the morning. The book closes with a simple promise. Live these habits and your reputation will move from loud to solid, from temporary to durable, from attention-seeking to admiration-earning. Respect is not about forcing people to notice you. Respect is about becoming the kind of person who doesn't need to ask for it. The habits do the talking. You can start now. Keep one small promise to yourself before the day ends. Send one clean message that closes a loop. Tidy 1 square foot of your space. Thank one person in a way that names exactly what they did. When your head hits the pillow, you will feel the ground under you firming up. Tomorrow, add 1 more brick. Day by day, the person you respect most will become the person you wake up as. And when that happens, the world will answer you with the same respect you've been giving it. Not because you demanded it, but because you became the kind of person who naturally earns it.